Hey guys, Bossman Leonard here, and today we will be reviewing Darkimus Prime. Yeah! But before we get into this, which I totally didn't do in the last video, packaging. Yay! Gotta raise the camera up a bit. We got Prime right there being, I'm Prime, I'm going to rip off your face. You got Prime here, Studio Series, you got Voyager class. I'm not reading those. Wavemate Starscream, which I'm actually getting. These two. No. 35 steps, what? Here you have Darkimus Prime, full glory. Gotta straighten up the camera a bit. He transforms into a truck. Yay! You got two swords. Big screen inspired scale detail backdrop. Yeah! He's a Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Optimus Prime, forest fight. Optimus Prime fearlessly takes on Decepticons, risking it all for freedom. You got Prime right here. Authentic. And on the bottom, words and things. Warning. Sad baby thing. That's it. And moving right along, and hopefully no more interruptions. Moving right along, he is a red and dark blue, a dark blue, which actually looks more or less like the blue he was. And then we got this, I don't even know if you could call that red, that's so dark. It's a lot darker than it looks on camera. You got blue flames right here, red flames right here. Yeah. Black wheels. Yay, he rolls! One thing I will comment about this is he is super dark. Like all the gray here, that's almost black. It's gunmetal gray, and there's actual gunmetal gray paint on here. This is gunmetal plastic. Feet are dark. Yeah. This is the only silver here. Only silver's on the smokestacks. And I will comment, these smokestacks are not to my liking. I would have liked them about up to here. These are too short. Even in the movie, he had these long smokestacks, and that was a staple of Prime's character. But, all in all, it's a good figure. These do not like to stay tabbed in. This actually has stress marks. So that is like really, once you get it tabbed in, it's tight, but it does not like to tab in. And it goes at an angle. I do love the way they designed this right here. With this very subtle slope, I guess you would call that. But looks really nice. This right here was really nicely done. I would have liked silver paint on all of this, maybe silver if not yellow paint here. Autobot logo picked out in paint. Don't know. Let's see. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But yeah, it's picked out in paint. Very cloudy, clear plastic for the windshields. And that's about it. As of storage goes, you get these slots right here. And yeah, I mean, you could also do it like this. If you want to, it's really meant for robot mode. I personally don't care. Storage doesn't matter. But now for size comparison, rear Megatron, who goes all the way to the rug. That is a get some side action here. Yeah, Prime's like almost half his length. A little bit shorter than half of him. deluxe class, which is almost the same length as him. This is from the first movie. Has suspension, yay! Here he is next to Bumblebee. I will say this is not to scale. He should be a little bit wider because one person could fit here, 2 people could fit in here. If it's to this scale, if it's to this scale, Bumblebee should be smaller. But he is not big. I don't think it would have hurt to make him a leader class, but they didn't. And yeah, so let's get down to transformation. First thing you want to do is pop this off. Well, not off, pop these right here. Yeah, we're gonna take this, split the grill section. That will also take the tires off. Put the tires out the way. You're gonna want to take this, fold this down, and then take this and fold that there. And now you're gonna want to take this right here, pull it down, flip up the shoulder pauldrons, I guess they're called. Alright, never mind. I guess I'm still getting interruptions. You're gonna want to fold this down. You're gonna take these side panels. You're gonna clip these 2 on, and these will stay like that for the rest of the transformation. You're gonna take this, fold that down. You're going to take this, fold this around. Alright, do that again. You're gonna take this, fold this around. You're going to then bring this section up, and that'll tab in right there. There's a little tab in there. I don't think you guys can see that. Alright, and then once you got his head up, you're gonna take this panel right here. You're gonna take this as well. This one will want to move with it. So you're gonna fold that all the way back. And same thing on the other side. This part's always a little bit of a pain. You're going to take these, flip this up, and then tab them in. And the same thing on the other side. You're going to take these, fold this out, rotate them, angle them however you wish. They are supposed to go in at this angle. There are little grooves that are supposed to lock them into place that are very, very ineffective. You're going to tab that into place, rotate that. You're going to split this section and tab it in here. Wait. I'm doing that right, yeah. Oh, this came off. You're gonna tab this on here. And I'll same thing on the other side. At this point now you can rotate the arms. Take this, fold this out like this, fold out the hand, rotate the hand around. I'll raise the camera up. Same thing on the other side. Oh, for Christ's sakes. And then rotate this around. Now you're going to take this, fold that up like that. Oh, another thing is, in truck mode, this does not tab in. To my knowledge, it doesn't tab in. So you won't want to hold it like this. And these leg joints are really loose. Another thing is, this does not tab in, so yeah. So those are a few issues right there. You're going to take the legs, rotate them, foot, bring this up, fold this down, and the same thing on the other side. Take this, rotate it, bring this up, and then fold this down. And there you have Prime and his robot mode. Now, this is a really nice figure. I do quite like it. One thing I'm not too fond of is these right here. They did fix this issue in later versions, but this is the early version. It's kind of old now. These are supposed to tab in, I believe, but don't. Like, it doesn't like to stay tabbed in. I think it's just my copy though, or it's not supposed to tab in there at all. But it looks like it's supposed to, so I'm not sure. But I do like the way the forearms are designed. These right here, this is where they stop. If you slightly bend his leg, you have a diving board. And that's a little bit irritating. They are a little loose. I would like them to be a little bit more solid. Shake test wise, he's pretty solid. These, as I mentioned earlier, are pretty loose. These don't support his weight at all. And there's no stand for him, which is kind of sad. But yeah, yeah. As far as accessories go, you get these swords, which I'm actually quite fond of. I remember watching the movies and being like, oh, those swords are so cool. Now I older and I know physics and everything, I realize, wow, those swords are so ineffective. And the reason I say ineffective is because not only do they make his whole arm longer, but they don't protect this. With a regular sword, you hold it, you get that wrist movement and everything. This isn't even like that. It really, in the movies, it flips out from here. They also got that in the toy. So, these were stationary. There was no maneuverability. If his arm can move only like this, so all they have to do is go for here or the wrist. And granted, the wrist is protected by this, but still. These are very illogical. But I guess, of course, they're not meant for full-on sword fights. They're meant to just stab. Or just movie Optimus-like. This is him before he rips off Grindor's face. And I should probably lower the camera a little bit. Do. And, I do quite like this figure. Again, Darkimus Prime. He is way too dark. I'd like some silver here, and, let me get the box, because, this is not entirely screen accurate. And that's what they pride themselves on being. But let me get the box. Here, you can see these right here. The things on the truck, they go out at an angle. And, they're in front of the windshields. That is not the case. These are behind the windshields and practically covered up by the windshields. So that is kind of annoying. Because, that was the favorite part. Would I buy this again? Probably not. Oh, there's another one. This did break. And interruption. Yeah, there is another sword. This did break, but that was mainly for storage. So I don't really care. As far as weapon storage goes, it just tabs onto his back. Like that. Doesn't look too bad. And interrupt. Alright. Then you could do it this way, so get that weird look on if you want to. I prefer to either have him in his hands. Articulation wise, oh god, not looking forward to this. Head is on the weirdest ball joint. Like, this is default, the slightly curved angle. like you try to put it in the middle, it like doesn't want to go in the middle. Like there's literally, at first I thought it was spring loaded, but no, that's the ball joint. So that's very weird. It can't do a full 360, and would it matter? Like, oh my, yeah, like that's one of the problems I have with him. Arms can do a full 360. Shoulder pad goes up so they can move out. Swivel here. You got about 90 degrees of bend here. Wrist rotation, which was not incorporated for the transformation. And first time, it was a pain in the butt. You also get some of that downward movement. If you wish, I wouldn't want it, because there's nothing for stop motion there. Waist rotation, yay! Or waist swivel, depending on which YouTuber you watch. These tab in very loose. He can do a high kick. His leg can move that far back. If you move the backpack out the way, you get about 90 degrees of backwards movement there. About full range of movement there. There is a thigh swivel. Did I already cover the knee? Yeah, full range of movement there. This is very loose right here and does not like to tab in. It just kind of thoops there, and if you bend it too far back, oh no, now you don't want to do it. Now the camera's on. All right. Loose. You can stimulate rotation here. There is no rotation. You got a good ankle pivot. Reverse ankle pivot. Forward movement and backwards movement. That's more for the transformation, but it is still there. Yeah. Oh, another weird thing is, due to transformation, you can break his arm. Yay! Now, excuse me while I pause the video for size comparisons. If you will stand. Screw it. Right, now that I have him transformed, for our size comparisons, here he is with Dark of the Moon Megatron, who has a standing issue as well. He's pretty bigger. Pretty bigger. Alright. Sentences. Here he is with Bumblebee, and this looks really good together. Way better than the vehicle modes together. Here he is with Landmine, who's ancient. This dude is old as dirt. And here he is compared to a Dragon Ball. And here he is compared to Terracon Blot. And here he is compared to the box that my tripod came in. You get 2 boxes thrown today. And the last thing to talk about is the base of display. Oh my god, I'm copying MGO at this point. He is the 5th Transformer for the Studios line, and it's not a bad display thing. I personally will not use it because I have nowhere to use it. Maybe in the near future I will, but it's not a bad display option. And it works even better when it's like this. Now that's screen accurate. So mean. Now, should you buy this? Yes and no. As it is one of the first Transformers in the Studio Series line, of course it's not going to be perfect. But it's got a lot of issues. Personally, if you're a completionist, you should probably buy it. You probably will buy it. Me, I'm not really going to buy this. I might be using it for future stop motions. Check out my other channel if you're interested at Bossman Leonard. Yeah. That's about it. So I'll see you guys in the next video.
Hey, Bumblebee, dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets it. Really, Optimus?